Ba, 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 da, da, da. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to share with you how to deal with stress as an entrepreneur. And because in my experience, that stress is usually accompanied by a ton of anxiety and a tendency to compare yourself to others, generally leaving yourself feeling pretty, excuse my French, shitty, then I'm really excited to share some of the tactics that I've learned over the years that have helped me reduce my stress, lower my anxiety levels. And I'm not going to say I don't compare myself to others anymore, because that would just be a straight out lie, but I do it a lot less than usual. And I'm going to share with you the tips that I've found that have really helped work, because I think they'll work for you. And make sure you watch to the end, because as I said, this comparisonitis trap that we fall into is pretty much universal. We all experience it at some point. Hi, I'm Stacey from Brazen Profit Lab, and welcome back to my channel. I help new and aspiring online boutique owners brand, build, and launch their online boutiques quickly, confidently, and cost effectively. And if you're in the early stages of your e-commerce journey, then I think you're going to love my free 3-part video training, Boutique Camp, where I share with you how to lay the right business foundations, what I like to call e-commerce business essentials, under your boutique the right way the first time. And you'll find a link to this video training alongside lots of other free content down in the description box. Now, if by any chance you like today's video, it would be great if you could let me know by giving it some thumbs up. And feel free to subscribe to the channel for more content specifically for new e-commerce entrepreneurs just like yourself. So let's dive into today's video, where I'm going to share with you 7 strategies to help you manage stress, anxiety, and the awful virus comparisonitis when you are starting your business. So tip number 1 is to start your day by working on yourself and not your business. And what do I mean by working on yourself and not your business? I mean, so meditation, journaling, sports. I like to sketch, draw, doodle, cooking. I'm going to come back to what I said earlier. You are not your business, and it's important to find that separation between who you are and what you do. And I find by starting your day by focusing on who you are and what brings you joy, working on yourself helps you bring so much more energy into working on your business. Now, tip number 2, excuse me scratching my nose, is to reduce your consumption of materials, which probably sounds a little bit counterintuitive because I'm making a video hoping you'll watch it and like it and share it and yada yada. But let me explain. When you're first starting out, we're taking on new information. You know, we're just like a sponge. We're soaking it all up. We're consuming. But at a certain point, we are full. And what we need to start doing is being not consumers but creators, creating and accepting it won't always be perfect, but getting it out there, learning, making our mistakes. We need to stop learning and start taking action. And I found that if you're feeling stressed and anxious and comparing yourself, 9 times out of 10 it's because you've stood still and you're just looking at what everyone else is doing, but you're not doing anything for yourself. So reduce your consumption. Tip number 3 is to curate your social media and be kind of ruthless about it. Unfollow, mute, whatever it takes, whatever you need to do. Be very mindful about the information that you let into your space. Be mindful about how you feel when you see this video from this person or this post from this person. Does it make you feel inspired and pumped, or does it make you feel a little bit like, oh my God, what am I doing with my life? And now, I'm not saying that you should be running away from uncomfortable feelings, but what I'm saying is that social media shouldn't have the ability to make you feel up and down in a second, and decide how you're going to feel about yourself for that whole day. So by curating your social media, you are being more intentional about what you let into your field of vision, and this will help you really stop feeling as stressed out, stop feeling as anxious, and stop comparing yourself as much. Which leads into my next point, is to limit your time on social media. And when you are on social media, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, YouTube, whatever it is that's your jam, make sure you're clear about what your objective is when you're there. And sometimes that can just be to have fun, kick it with your friends, watch some cat videos or whatever. Or it could be that I'm here to put some content out about my new launch, ask people to sign up for my new giveaway, engage with my customers, be clear about your objective and limit that time. And when you're on there, do what you said you were going to do and then come off. And that leads nicely into my next point, which is Facebook groups. Spend less time in them. when you're just starting out, they're a great place to like meet other like-minded people, to build your community. And I'm all about community over competition. Like, a rising tide lifts all ships. You want allies, you want to learn from people. But at a certain point, these groups can become a source of distress as you watch people maybe getting a little bit further ahead, or people bragging all the time, and maybe it makes you feel less than, or you don't feel as good about what you're doing or where you are. So at a certain time, you have to back away from these groups, accept that you know enough to take action, and then go do that. And then come back to these groups when you maybe have something to add yourself, or like you want some more feedback on something. But don't waste too much time reading what other people are doing when you could be working on your own business. Okay, so the tip I'm about to share next was I'll be honest, this was a really tough one for me because I was affected by this for a while, which was that I used to be nervous to open my inbox in the morning. I was subscribed to so many incredible marketers, incredible business owners, incredible brands. I would subscribe to them because I wanted to know what they were doing. Like, success leaves clues. You want to reverse engineer what other people are doing. But after a certain period of time, I would find that going into my inbox and finding all these headlines and none of them were mine, and I was like, guys, these guys are killing it. What the hell am I doing? Would make me feel awful. So what I did at that point was I just unsubscribed from every newsletter that triggered a feeling of insecurity rather than inspiration. And I would highly encourage you to do the same. Not only will it leave you with left crap in your inbox to start off with, but again, it's just good for managing your mood. And if you're feeling stressed, anxious, comparing yourself, then this is one strategy that will really help. Now, next is do not be afraid to ask for help. If you're anything like me, you're probably fiercely independent and think you can work everything out for yourself. What I will say is whilst this is, great, nice character that, you're willing to put your hand to the plow, many hands make light work, and there are some people that are more skilled in areas than you are, and they will be willing to share their knowledge with you as long as you are not what I like to call an arsehole. You're always asking for help, but you never do anything with the help that you get, especially for free. But don't be afraid to ask for help, because if you're learning things that you're able to implement, you're going to get, again, that positive feedback loop, which is going to reduce the stress, reduce the anxiety, and you're going to be able to feel really positive about what you're doing. Now, the next tip is to stop looking for validation for everything you're doing. Stop giving a play-by-play of everything you're doing in your business. You need to trust your instincts and also not be afraid to fail, sometimes publicly. In these Facebook groups, people are always asking for, what do you think about this? And what do you think about that? And they're always asking for validation of all their ideas, their strategies, whatever it is they're doing. And, I've done it too at some point. We all want someone to pat us on the back and say, well done. But at some point, you need to validate your own damn self. Excuse my language. Because having that sense of self-confidence that whether you get it right or wrong or make a million mistakes, you can do it. You need to build your brand and your business based on that foundation. And that type of foundation is not constantly seeking to be validated by others. Now, my second from last tip, and I have mentioned this tip a few times, is to set a start and stop time for working each day. Now, I'll let you guys know is that I've had a burnout before. 2014, I was a hot mess. I couldn't concentrate for more than 5 minutes. I was a disaster, And then again, because I didn't learn from my mistakes, in 2016, I very nearly had another one, but I caught it just in time. And one of the main triggers for those burnouts was working too many hours, because one of the things that they don't tell you when you start working for yourself is that you will work harder, longer, more intensely. You will give your all. Why? Because it's yours. But you still need to put some structure and some boundaries in around that, because as I said at the beginning, you are not your business. What you do is not who you are, and you have to take care of yourself first. If there's nothing in here, there's nothing to give. So make sure that you're putting some boundaries around the time that you work so you can look after yourself too. Now, my final point for today's video, and this one's gonna some of you ain't gonna be able to do it, but I guarantee you, just try it. Just try it once and come back and tell me how you feel. And that is every 30 days to take a 24-hour digital detox. No phone, no Instagram, no Facebook, no email, no TV, no blogs, no nothing. Completely back away from everything that is not natural. Spend time with yourself, your family, a book, go read, go walk, go draw, sleep, have sex, do whatever it is you want to do, but stay away from all these outside influences and just give yourself a time to be. Because I found that on the other side of these digital detox, my stress levels are drastically reduced. I am feeling less anxious. And because I've had less input and less people to go, oh, I'm not good enough around, there's less comparisonitis. Today's video has been longer than normal, but I have shared 10 ways to help you manage stress as a new entrepreneur and also to reduce your anxiety and your natural inclination to compare yourself to others. Now, if you found even one of these tips helpful, would you mind letting me know by giving this video a thumbs up? I also have a playlist that's all about productivity, time management, and mindset mastery for online boutique owners. And you'll find a link to this and a few other free resources, including my free 3-part video training online boutique camp down in the description box. Now, to be the first to know when I put out new videos like this, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Now, as always, before I go, I got a question. How do you manage stress on a day-to-day basis? I've just shared with you 10 ways that I use to manage stress, but I'd love to know what you've been using to help you manage stress, because the more ideas we've got, well, then the more we've got to work with. I also want to know, when was the last time you took a digital detox? No Insta, Facebook, blogs, no Famous, nada. And lastly, I would really be interested in knowing what your personal self-care practices are that you use to help maintain mind, body, and spirit, because I'm always opening to learning new ones. Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts, so let me know down in the comments. I'm Stacey, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. We just gonna pause for a little bit, do the jiggle jiggling, jiggle jiggling, See, this is what you do when there's interruptions and you're just freestyling. All right? Okay, let's go. Hey you, I know there are lots of other content creators out there, so thank you for watching my channel. And if you found these tips helpful, a quick thumbs up on this video would mean the absolute world to me. And don't forget, there are a lot more videos just like this, and you'll find links to some of the most popular ones in the description box. But to be notified when I publish new content, and it's nothing crazy, 4 to 6 videos a month, subscribe to join the notification gang. I'm Stacey from Brazen Profit Lab, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.